So a couple months ago, I got a tweet from somebody basically saying Jessica Kubasi is living my dream life. Something along those lines. And when I read this, I just felt bad, to be honest. I felt bad. Maybe you're surprised by my response, but the way that I see it is if I'm portraying my life in a certain way, I don't want people to think that I'm living this life that I'm clearly not. And if someone thinks that I'm living this fantastic, fabulous, glamorous life, like, I'm really sorry because I feel like I've misled you in some way, because my life is really not like that at all. By the way, the person that sent me that tweet to begin with, you're so sweet, and it's really nothing about you. It's me. It's not you. You know, I wanted to talk to you guys about the struggles that I've dealt with. I wanted to tell you guys, like, just what I'm going through, and I don't want you guys to think I have this amazing life, because I mean, yes, I'm so blessed to be able to travel, to meet new people, to work with these great models, but it doesn't come that easy, and it's not what you may think it is. I don't want you guys to get, like, the wrong impression of me. Like, Jessica's traveling all the time, and people, my friends will always tell me, Jessica, you're a world traveler, you go everywhere. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm so thankful, so grateful that I'm able to travel. I'm healthy. I'm able to pursue photography the way that I want to. But to get to this point was extremely difficult, and I've dealt with even today I'm still dealing with those hardships. But I want to tell you guys there's more behind, you know, what I'm posting, just to be real with you guys. So where do I begin with my crappy life? Just joking. But no, in all honesty, I'm someone who really appreciates the smaller things. I mean, just the fact that I'm able to see, I'm able to walk, that I have food on my table, I have a roof over my head. I'm so grateful for that. That is number one. Some things you might not know that I've been through. Oh my gosh. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna try to laugh through some of this because it is very painful when I think about these things that happened to me. The most recent thing that I can remember that was so traumatizing, and I'm smiling right now, but I'm dying inside. There was a flood in my city 2 years ago. It was a very, very bad flood. Everyone's basements were flooded. All the streets were flooded. The highways were flooded. And I'm talking about flooding to the point where trucks and cars were floating on the highway. Okay, the water levels, there was like a big storm and the water levels just went crazy, and I don't know, someone maybe flushed the toilet wrong, and then I don't know, just so much water was overtaking our city. Unfortunately for me, most of my personal things are in my basement, including my camera equipment. And my friend calls me saying, oh my god, my basement flooded, like, what do I do? And she's freaking out, and I'm trying to calm my friend down. She's having a panic attack. I'm like, it's okay. She's like, did you check your basement? I'm like, there's no way my basement's gonna flood. Like, my basement's hooked up, you know, like, it's resilient. It's not, you guys. It was not resilient. My basement in that moment was the Titanic. I mean, it just let everything in. It's like, hey, it opened its doors to the flood. It's like, hey, flood, come in, please. Let's make a swimming pool today. So I went down to my basement, and the water it's everywhere. I mean, if we had a world map, you could put my basement in the Atlantic Ocean. It could be as one. A lot of people tell me, you know, we shouldn't have had your photography equipment on the floor. I didn't have my stuff on the floor. I had, unfortunately for me, I had my photography equipment on a cabinet, and the water levels got so high that the cabinet actually floated and tipped over, and my camera bag went into the water with all my lenses and stuff. So that kind of sucked, and I hyperventilated, I had a heart attack. So the flood kind of sucked, you know, my photography equipment got destroyed, basically. My lenses, my 35 1.4, my 50 1.2 lens was destroyed. It was filled with sewage water. It wasn't even like clean water. So I tried to get it fixed and it just didn't work out that well. And the thing is, I had a lot of jobs that month, so I had to, yeah. My lenses were destroyed, my battery charger, just most of my photography equipment was destroyed. A lot of my art projects from college, my beloved books that I created, all destroyed. They were all moldy now. You know how long I worked on those books? Because just all my personal clothes, all my shoes, my CDs, all my DVD, I mean just everything. I didn't care about my couches being destroyed, the cabinets, my clothes, the shoes. I was like, I don't care. I just don't hurt my lenses. Like, why you gotta do that? I had to redo the whole basement, pull out the carpet, redo everything. I mean, it went on for about 3 to 4 months. I mean, it was just really bad. Those preceding days after the flood, if anyone even asked me a question about my camera, I would just bawl. I would just start crying. I mean, I could have been in Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River music video, like in the background just crying. I cried for at least 2 days straight over my camera equipment because I had worked so hard to save up all that money to buy all that stuff. So yeah. But I want to just take a second to acknowledge the fact that when my camera equipment was destroyed, you guys were the ones, especially on Facebook and Instagram, you guys were the ones who said, you know, like, make a page, like, we'll donate to you guys. So special thank you to you guys. I don't know where I would be without that help. So I really appreciate it, especially during that hard time. And the thing that sucked even more is that 2 weeks after that flood that destroyed my photography equipment, I was attacked by a dog, and that left me in the hospital with basically like a chunk of my arm missing. And the doctor told me that if the dog had bit me any closer, it would have gotten my nerves, and essentially I would not be able to use my fingers. The feeling in my fingers would be gone. So this experience was especially traumatizing. I had nightmares about this for like almost 2 years. I mean, nightmares about dogs and stuff like that. Dogs attacking me, animals. It went from dogs attacking me to like random animals like lions, tigers. It's like National Geographic. It's like, hey, why doesn't every animal attack Jessica in her dreams? So after almost being killed by a dog, basically, and you know, I'm laughing to keep from crying, to be honest, because that was one of the scariest things that has ever happened to me. When I tell you guys that before I was attacked by this dog, when he was like growling at me, I truly thought I was going to die. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm gonna die right now. So got over that. Thank God, I am alive. So I've been recovering from that, you know. I had stitches in my arm. I had to do a wedding. I had to do engagement, photo sessions, events with stitches in my arm. I mean, I did a 10-hour wedding, 11-hour wedding with stitches. My fingers, I couldn't move them completely for a couple of days, and then I had to like rehabilitate my fingers, basically, because I did have to do an engagement. And yeah, so I'm very lucky to have my hand, this hand right here, and if you guys can see, you know, it's not that bad right now. If you're curious, you can actually go back to my older videos. This happened like August 2014. So if you look, was it 2000? Yeah, it was 2014. If you look at my videos from around like September, October, November, you'll notice when I lift my arm up, you can see it was an even deeper, redder scar because that was when it was first healing. Yeah, so my photography career literally almost ended August 2014. Let's see what else I got here. I have a list of stuff, you guys. Basically, I just want you guys to know that every second that I'm awake, I'm working, and if I'm not physically working, I'm thinking of ideas, and if I'm not thinking of ideas, I'm planning stuff. So it's constant work. I mean, I wake up, I work, and even when I travel, when I'm doing these agency shoots, you know, and when I went to Seattle, I went to New York, LA, it wasn't what you think. I mean, when I was there, I literally just did shoots from 9 till the sunset. I mean, till 8 o'clock. And I worked nonstop. We did photo shoots all day, every day. I didn't go see any sights. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't relax or anything. So it was just purely work. I'm kind of addicted to working, to be honest, like a workaholic. So even when I went to Seattle, people were like, "Oh, did you go to Pike's Place?" I'm like, "No, should I have went? I didn't go anywhere. I hadn't even leave the Airbnb." So I'm just working nonstop. I retouch and edit all my photos. That takes hours on end. I book all my own weddings. I retouch and go through all my own weddings, which takes hours. I shoot all of the weddings by myself. So when you see pictures of me traveling and all that stuff, just know that behind that, I mean, is just a lot of work and a lot of struggle behind that as well. You know, I have bills too. I have things to pay for. I'm not exempt from that. I buy all my photography equipment. I pay for all my trips. I pay for everything that I have. It's a big effort by myself to, you know, just do the things that I do. And I'm very blessed to be able to, again, pursue photography the way that I am, being able to travel, having an open schedule. But it's not as glamorous as you think. I mean, some months you won't get any work. You won't get weddings. It'll be a slow season. It's gonna be snowing. No one wants to be out in the snow. I don't. I'm always frustrated. I always want to get better. I'm always studying. I'm always learning. I'm always on YouTube looking up tutorials, and sometimes I can't even sleep, okay, because my brain will not shut off. I'll be sleeping. It'll be like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'll rest my head down, and then my brain will be like, "Hey, Jessica, this is an idea, and you're gonna forget this if you don't write it down." So I have to wake up, write it down on my phone, go back to sleep, and another 10 minutes, the cycle repeats. Because I can't think of ideas in the daytime like a normal person. I'm trying to balance YouTube videos, a wedding photography business, a social life. I'm trying to balance my family life, a personal life, which doesn't exist anymore. I just watch Netflix. I've recently been having neck problems, which I shouldn't be laughing about, but whatever, what am I supposed to do? I'm always like hunched over, like Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm on my computer." Sometimes I'm too proud to ask for help. Sometimes I will take on a lot knowing, hey, maybe I should ask for help. But no, I want to see myself suffer, so I'm going to do all this by myself. So this video is really not to be like, "Hey, look at all the bad things that happened to me. Oh my God, feel sorry for me." Absolutely not. I want you guys to know that, you know, everything I post, there's a story behind it, there's work behind it, there's nonstop work behind it. I don't want you guys to think I have like this glamorous life, because I've been through so much, and I don't want anyone to look at my life and be envious of it. Like I'm not trying to like put out that type of vibe. I'm trying to be real with you guys. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm something that I'm not. I'm just like you guys. I struggle. I wish I could do better. I compare myself every day to other people. So I'm trying to just balance everything in my life the best that I can. I hope, if anything, my pictures will inspire you. And watching this video and just hearing kind of like about me and my struggles will just give you a better idea of what I've been through to get to this point today. And even today, I am still struggling. But you know what? It's worth it, and I don't mind having a challenge. And these struggles are like little challenges for me. You know, it's kind of like video games. This is like a video game. So my life is kind of like Super Mario, but with one life and a lot of Bowsers. But you know what? I welcome it. Bring it on, Bowser. I don't care. If I can do it, you guys can do it too. Despite all of these things that happen in my life, I still keep pushing forward, and I don't let that stuff get me down, and I just keep going forward. So if you are in a situation where you're struggling, even financially or physically, I mean, just keep on going, and don't let anything deter you from pursuing your dream, and whether that's photography or something else. Everyone has a story. Everyone has their own type of journey. By the way, real quick, can I tell you guys I was involved in a fire in the Middle East? Like, my cousin's apartment was on fire and my computer was there, and I thought all my stuff was gonna go in flames, and I thought I was gonna die again. Part 3. My cousin waking up at 7 in the morning screaming, saying, "Everyone get out of the house, there's a fire." That was not fun. What else have I been through? Let's go. Let's make a checklist of things. What else am I missing on my list? It's like a bucket list. Fire, flood, dog attack. I mean, I think I'm good. I think I've gotten everything. Can you just give me a break? Well, I just work all the time and I'm never gonna give up on my goals and, as corny as it sounds, my dreams, because I do believe it is possible if you do put in the work. Which is why, despite everything that I've been through, I never let that be a reason why, I can't keep on moving forward. So for all of you guys out there who are struggling, I'm right there with you guys, and I wish you guys the absolute best. Just keep moving forward, and I'm rooting for you. Thanks for watching and listening to me, to all the bad things that have happened to me. And I'm glad I can laugh about this, because like a couple months ago I was crying about all this stuff, but not anymore. Bye guys.